This is Rocca. This past week, Greenland was big in the news. Of course, Greenland has always been big. 3 times the size of Texas, the world's largest island dominates the Arctic space between North America and Europe. Its name notwithstanding, 80% of Greenland is covered in ice. So who named it Greenland and why?
Oh, well, that's actually an interesting case of place branding.
Robert Christian Thompson is a professor of social sciences at Aalborg University in Denmark. Greenland got its name, he says, from Eric the Red, a Viking who came from Iceland and settled there around 985 AD.
So he went back to Iceland, and there he told the Old Norse that lived there, there's a magnificent Greenland to the west of here. You should go, you should come and join us.
In 1814, Greenland officially became part of the Kingdom of Denmark. So why all the attention to this mostly desolate landscape? First, there's security.
If you look at a map, you'll see that the shortest distance for a missile to travel between Moscow and Washington is immediately over the North Pole in Greenland.
And climate change has made Greenland even more coveted. More navigable for commercial and military vessels, and easier for mining its rich resources.
The receding ice means that there's a much better access to oil, to gas, to minerals, including the rare earth elements, rare earth minerals that are needed for our computers, for our electric cars, for batteries.
American interest in Greenland isn't new. During the 19th century, around the time we bought Alaska from Russia, the U.S. expressed interest in acquiring Greenland. Nothing materialized. But in 1917, the U.S. did buy territory from Denmark, the 3 islands in the Caribbean that are today's U.S. Virgin Islands. In return, we recognized Danish sovereignty over Greenland. Then came World War II. How important is Greenland to the United States during World War II?
It's tremendously important. Denmark is already occupied by the Germans. And so Greenland is sort of floating out there unprotected. The American administration says we need to occupy Greenland to make sure that the Germans do not do it.
The Allies used the island as a refueling hub for military bombers. After the war in 1951, the U.S. and Denmark agreed to a more permanent arrangement.
That says the U.S. pretty much has free access. It can do whatever it wants in terms of establishing military bases, radar, you name it. The U.S. just has to ask politely.
But enough about its location and resources. Greenland, of course, also has people, a tiny population of about 57,000. What's it like growing up in Greenland?
It's wonderful. I mean, it's a very, very safe country to grow up in, and we're frolicking about in the snow.
Tilly Martin-Newson is a native Greenlander and former member of Parliament. She, like almost 90% of the population, is of Inuit descent. And what would you say Greenlandic values are?
We have to take care of each other. We have to stand together. Very much a community-driven, as opposed to most of the Western countries, which are a lot individually driven, right? We live in a society where only 2 generations ago, we were used to people going out hunting to getting their food, and we are used to sharing. It's kind of still a state of mind.
While polls show most Greenlanders don't want to be American, Martin-Newson says it's nothing personal.
I actually love the United States. I love the American people. Don't get me wrong at all. I mean, one of my dreams was actually going from east to west there in a car.
One way or the other, we're going to have Greenland.
But after President Trump's aggressive rhetoric on Greenland and longtime ally Denmark, that love is being sorely tested.
We have been good allies for 80 years, which makes this treachery feeling so strong in us right now. Children that we have now are going to grow up and being afraid of the United States is the aggressor that we remember.
So there is a sense, I think, of betrayal. I grew up with, and most Danes, I think, grew up with the notion that the US is our best friend in the world, So to all of a sudden realize that the bad guy, the one who wants to take something away from us and to hurt this state and this people, is not the Russians, is not China, but our best friend.